excited to have our next guest on our Courageous Trends podcast by the name of Mr. Isaac Pomboloka. Welcome to this interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Tell us about yourself. Who is Isaac Pomboloka?
Okay, so Isaac is an award-winning author. I'm a nurse by profession and currently practicing as a digital health specialist. And I equally run a non-profit organization. It's a foundation called IP Limitless, where we do have quite a number of flagship programs that we offer. And apart from that, I'm a Zambian.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what made you to come up with Limitless Foundation?
So I've always been passionate about one important thing, and which is transforming minds. Okay, I've always believed that the greatest challenge that we're having on the African continent is not the poverty of resources. We have abundant resources, but the poverty of ideas, the mental poverty, I term it. So I've always been looking for the way in which I can impact the world and the society around me by mindset transformational programs. That's why we came up with the foundation so that we can tackle quite a wide range of things, especially targeting mindset change and mindset transformation. So at our foundation, we don't just focus also on mindset transformation, but we also focus on empowering hands, because we do believe that an empowered mind, which has an empowered hand, is a critical factor in terms of contributing towards change. So we help bring people together with brilliant ideas and help connect them to the resources that are going to directly empower them with the things that are needed to drive the change they want to see. So that's basically what we do at IP Limited.
Okay. And what services does IP Limitless offer?
Okay, so number one, we have what we call leadership development programs. So the leadership development programs, we basically offer them especially to young people, because we are very much particular with young people, because we believe they are next generation of African leaders. So we do offer a lot of programs through summits, through organizing events, and just sometimes we just enroll people into cohorts so that they can go through a particular program even for a duration of 3 months or 90 days, then they graduate from that program. So we have Leadership Development Academy. And also another thing that we do have is that we have what is called the Adapt platform. So the Adapt platform was created so that we can breed the next generation of people are going to pioneer change. If you have seen, Africa has been on the the receiving side of change. We wait for change to be imposed on us before we take action. So we created the Adapt platform, which has three basic things. We created a platform where thousands of people, for example, last year over 2,500 people met at Mungushi International Conference Center. That is where they were deliberating and exchanging knowledge and celebrating people who are pioneering change. So that is another program that we have. So we create that program so that people can share knowledge. We can award, celebrate people also doing that, and in turn we're also creating a platform where people can just meet and network and exchange contacts and ideas just like that. And the third program that we have is called the Empower Her program. So the Empower program is where now we target people, especially women who are victims of gender-based violence, and we see how best we can capacitate them with the skills that they are needed to be economically free, and at the end we empower them with something tangible. So that's ideally what we do with the Empower program. So we identify women who are actually who are actually victims, and we help convert them into victors by empowering them with the skills that they are needed, that is needed for them to actually emerge victorious in whatever they are going through.
And what drives you in your entrepreneurship journey?
So my driving factor is poverty. I don't like poverty and suffering like from way back. So, and I don't like seeing other people suffer. That is why the greatest motivation is poverty. I try by all means to make sure that if I do have an idea which is going to get me out of poverty, and most importantly, the people around me, definitely I go ahead towards that.
Okay. What challenges have you faced in your entrepreneurship journey?
There's so many challenges. Number one is critical, which is resource mobilization. In Africa currently, the type of model that we use in Africa is it does not speak to an average business-minded person, especially in Africa, because majority of our African continent is full of informal traders who can't manage to submit the 1 year bank statements, 1 year financial records that might be asked by governments if they want to they have to seek finances. So that has been a critical challenge as well. But always we try to make sure that we see how we can leverage on our existing partnerships, on our existing skills, and just our existing resources among ourselves to see how we can make sure that we still keep moving forward despite that challenge.
Okay. And what activities do you have lined up for the year 2025 as IP Limitless Foundation?
The year seems amazing. The Adapt Summit is around the corner. 4,000 people are going to gather at Mulungushi Conference once more for our second edition of the event. It is fully packed. It is fully packed. I don't want to preempt that. Very soon we are going to have a press briefing so that we can actually talk about that amazing program. But we are looking forward to that. And also, I'll be launching my fourth book very soon. I'll be launching my fifth book.
Sorry about that. Where is IP Limitless located?
Yeah, we are located in Chalala, Lockfield, Chalala.
Okay.
Sure, sure.
And I know that you are also an author. Could you please tell us more about your books that you have written?
So I've written three books so far. The first book is titled Limitless, Repositioning Yourself for Greatness. And the second book I wrote, the Limitless, I wrote it in 2018. Then 2019, I wrote another book called Galactic Thinking, where I share four strategic things people who are searching for jobs can use to leverage their strategy. And I also wrote the recent book we launched last year, which is Adapt 4.0, Winning Big in a World of Constant Change. It talks about how you as a person, maybe in your career as a business person, how can you continue maintaining your value in this world where value keeps, depreciating at a faster rate. So that's and currently I'm on my fourth book, which is almost ready. It's ready, everything is set. It will be coming out very soon, which is titled The Phoenix Mentality.
Okay. And what advice would you give to people looking at starting their own business?
You don't have to be big to get started, but you have to get started for it to be big. And sometimes the mistake that we are making, especially people, we are waiting for everything to be ready. There is no point in time where everything is going to be ready for you to start. What is important just for you to start. And another thing is that vision attracts provision. When the vision is clear, resources begins to gravitate towards you. So it's just very important that you have a clear and well-laid vision of what you want to achieve, and just go ahead and accomplish that. At the end, resources, partnerships, and every person would definitely be on your way to support you, because vision always attracts provisions.
Okay. And how can people get in touch with you?
Through my media platforms, I'm active on LinkedIn, I'm active on Twitter, on TikTok. You can find me Instagram, and also on Facebook. All the platforms, they have Isaac Pomboloka as my names.
Okay. And what are your closing remarks?
My closing remarks is that let's not wait for resources. It's okay to start even as we are looking for resources, but what is important is for us, especially as young people, to just be resourceful.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us on this interview.